Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm just gonna make this kind of quick, just so I can document. Got to keep documenting this stuff. I'm doing my estate sale again, third one that I've done, and final one. Given my 30-day notice to leave this house, and I am going to. I guess I can just go ahead and say it. I am moving to Charleston, West Virginia, South Charleston to be exact. I purchased a piece of property for $2,000 after I sold my 4Runner, and I've sold everything that I own, and I will be heading out as soon as I get some things signed off to leave town, pretty much. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple people, and can't imagine they wouldn't let me go, seeing that this is the only, well, I own the piece of property now, and it's the only thing really in the United States that I can afford, which I think turns out to be a good thing, because I think I'm gonna like this place. But anyway, I'm doing this estate sale. As you can see, I've got a few things left here. And I've done this 3 times now. This is the third one, and here in Avondale, and all over Phoenix, but here, mostly in Avondale. This is the point. In Avondale, I've gone to garage sales here for the last 4.5 years since I've lived here. It's one of the things I do. I haven't so much over the last year because of all the stalking, harassment, and everything that goes on, and I buy a lot of the things that I need online. But I've gone to garage sales hundreds of times here, and every time I go out, there are signs on posts all over town, and that doesn't seem to be too much of an issue for the city. Now, this morning, I had don't mind me, I'm doing a live stream. I had the city of Avondale stop by and knock on my front door, ring the doorbell, and tell me that I need to take down my signs off of the poles for my estate sale because they're too large. And that I've seen signs that big all over the place before. Well, look at my eyes. Yeah, have not been sleeping very well. Well, I've been putting a lot of work in doing an estate sale. This is not easy, and getting my sleep interrupted too. That's a whole nother story. So the lady stops by and says, "Hey, we'd like you to take your signs down." And I said, "Well, they're just going to be up today and tomorrow, and I've given a 30-day notice for this house, and then I'm leaving the state. You guys will never have to deal with me again, and I'd like to just go ahead and leave them up because I need to sell the rest of the things that I own here to go ahead and have enough money to leave." And you know, she was doing that. Well, yeah, I'm being nice, but I'm still not going to listen to a word you're saying, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, no, you have to take them down. And I said, well, what if I don't take them down? Do you call the police and do they come arrest me or what? It doesn't matter if I broadcast my new location because the people that do this surveil you 24/7, and they already know where I'm going, so me staying in the light is the best thing. And people will know eventually, so I really don't care. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to go out and hide in the woods. My piece of property is right there near the city. And yeah, I know, I understand, but it's just kind of something I've decided I have to do. But thank you for the advice. I appreciate that. Somebody's telling me don't broadcast where I'm gonna, my new location. I think it's best that I do. So I asked the lady, I said, well, if I don't take these signs down, are you gonna have the police come arrest me? And she said, well, no, I don't go that far. I'm just asking you nicely. And I said, well, here's the thing. I've contacted the entire command staff at the police department over here. I've contacted the mayor. I've contacted all kinds of people here in the city and asked them if they would have a conversation with me about the organized stalking and harassment that they take part in, that they receive federal funding for, that the police department, the fire department, I just said police department and fire department are involved in, that they get their federal funding for. And she just said, well, I don't know anything about that. I'm just doing my job and asking you to come take your signs down. I said, well, okay, well, I'll give you one of my business cards. And I explained to her how the FISA court works and what I've gone through. And she basically was, her attitude was, I don't care, this is just my job, and I'm doing a live stream.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel. I'll give you one of my cards if you want to check it out. There's somebody here shopping at the estate sale right now. He's a nice guy, he's been here before. But he's doing a little hand signal. Anyway, I explained to her what was going on, and she basically didn't care. She didn't care. And I said, could you understand my frustration? You know, I've contacted these people over and over and over and over for the last 2 years trying to get some kind of response from them. They don't respond at all. They won't call me back. They won't answer an email. They won't do anything. And I said, you know how that feels? Kind of like this. And then I just shut the door in her face. And I walked into the kitchen to get a business card. I wanted to give her a minute to kind of marinate on that, how it feels. And I came in to get a business card, and I walked back out to go give it to her, and she had already walked out back to her truck, and she was just sitting there in her truck. And I could see the look on her face. She was livid that she just got the door shut in her face. And I walked out there and I said, do you see how that feels to just be completely ignored and have the door shut in your face? Imagine that every day. I don't think I said imagine that every day, but I said, do you see how that feels? Do you see how I feel? And she was just pissed. I didn't treat you like that. I didn't treat you like that. I said, well, I didn't treat these people any kind of way either, but they ignore me and they slam the door in my face. So it's just kind of a lesson for her to to understand how I feel, you know, whether she's just doing her job or not. You know, she got a little taste of how I feel. And what I did, because I took the time first to talk to her, I opened the door and talked to her. I could have just not opened the door when I saw it was the city of Avondale and ignored her because they'd be getting in the way of me doing my estate sale. And, but I opened the door and I took the time and had the courtesy to talk to her. And so I went back out there and I gave her my card, and she took my card and she threw it on the ground. And I was like, whoa, look at that, you just littered. Code enforcement, littering, throwing my card on the ground. So as she was driving away, there was she had a tailgate cover on the back of the truck, but there was a little gap in the middle, and I just tossed my business card right in the back of her truck. So if she does happen to have any kind of empathy or compassion or care about people, not just her job or 20 bucks an hour that she makes and her little card that she wears on her lanyard and her feeling of empowerment to go harass people about garage sale signs, you know, then she can learn something. So I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna send the police here today, but I'm not taking my signs down. People have signs up all the time, every single weekend. Every single weekend, and now it's Monday, so they're back on duty today. They don't work on the weekend, so, you know, they're not going to enforce on the weekend because they're busy hanging out in their pool, they're having barbecue with their family, you know, doing whatever luxury thing they get to do. Riding their jet skis. That's been kind of a joke. Are you all done? All right. So I got the point across what I was talking about here. I just wanted to document what they've been doing and what's going on today. And if they show back up, we'll be doing live stream number 2. Everybody, thanks for checking in. Have a good day. Talk to you later.